Hi, in this video I'll be showing you this. It's the Indesit BWE71452 washing machine. And what I want to do today is to show you around the washer with some of the features and benefits that it offers. But just before we start, all I'd normally do is say please subscribe to my YouTube channel, just give us a quick thumbs up. What I do is I talk about household appliances like these, cordless vacuum cleaners, there's normally a bit of tech in there as well. So just give us a quick subscribe, then we'll make a start. First of all, this machine has a maximum wash load of up to 7 kilograms, and also the spin speed is up to a 1400 spin. There are quite a few other models that Indesit make. You will find if you're looking across the Indesit range, then they do a huge range of models that start with BWE, as this machine does. The first number is normally the load size, so BWE7 is a 7 kilogram, and then there's quite a few other letters behind it. What you'll also find, so what Indesit do is they make 7, 8, 9 kilogram models of this particular range, the INX as it says here. Also you'll find that there are different spin speeds available, normally 12 or 1400 spin. Also colours, as you can see here, this is the black one that we've got here. There's quite a few other colours, things like white or silver. So when you combine all of the different colours, load sizes and spin speeds, there's actually a really big range that Indesit do. But for the purpose of this video, I suppose clearly I'm showing you the 7 kilogram 1400 spin in black. But apart from that, pretty much all the features and benefits of it are going to be the same across a lot of the models. First of all, before you consider buying the machine, or any washing machine actually, just have a quick measure to make sure it will fit in the space that you've got. Now, as far as the width on this, so you're looking at around 60 centimeters or 23.5 inches. Also the height on it will be pretty standard. You're looking at around 84.5 centimeters, around 33, just over 33 inches. But the main thing that tends to vary on really on all washing machines is the depth of it, so front to back. If you were looking at just the corner lip here to the very back, then that is only 52 centimeters. So it is quite a shallow machine. Clearly, if you're going to add on the space for the pipes and all the workings at the back, then you just normally now need to allow a little bit extra. So personally, I'd say around 55 centimeters or just under 22 inches. If you do need to include the door as well, so if you were going to, for some reason, put it behind, say, another furniture door, then as far as the overall depth, then really you'd need to be looking at 60 centimeters or around 23.5 inches again. So just have a measure, because what you'll find is that the 7 kilogram machines are normally a little bit thinner front to back, especially as you go up to the 8 or especially the 9 kilogram machines. So just have a measure, make sure it fits in, because there's nothing worse than it arriving and then realising it doesn't fit. So onto the machine and some of the programs that it offers. First of all, as you can see, you've got the control dial and the program selector in the middle. You've got the on and off button just there. So all you do is you press and hold that for normally around 2 or 3 seconds to get the machine to switch on. And as far as the program selector, it can go either way. You've got this really nice LED display here. Well, just to note that because this is quite a glossy black finish, hopefully you can see all of this. Because the lights in here, they're quite bright, then I hope I'm not getting too much reflection off the display on here. But as I was saying, that you've got a really nice LED display. I must say I'm really impressed with this. Some of the Indesit displays have not been that great some years back, but some of the modern machines are actually really good and they're really easy to read. You tend to find different manufacturers go with different colours. We tend to find, so brands like Indesit tend to stick with more the orangey colour. Brands like Bosch tend to go with red. Siemens tend to go with white. So it's nice to see that they're sticking with this colour for now. As you can see here on the left hand side, you've got all the programs listed. What Indesit have done is they've come up with this section, so it's called the 30 degree zone. They've realised a lot of people are washing at much lower temperatures now, and I suppose 30 degrees is almost the new 40 degrees of, say, 5-10 years ago. The main advantage of washing at lower temperatures is that it is a lot more energy efficient. But what you'll find is that they've put a good range of programs all within the first 5 programs. On the display here, it shows you the time remaining of the program, and as you change the program you'll find that it, first of all, it shows you the temperature that you're going to be washing at, and then the time or the duration of the program. So you will find on things like cotton programs, that's number one, that it can be a little bit longer. What you've also got is so on program 5 here, this will be a quick program, so this is a 30 degree 30 minutes. One thing to consider with any of the programs, that don't assume you can wash the full 7 kilograms for each wash. For programs 1 to 3 and also 5 as well, then you're looking at a maximum load of up to 3.5 kilograms. For program 4, for the delicates, that one is a maximum of 1 kilogram. So some of these are only for small loads. Really, if you want to get onto the full loads, then you need to be looking at program 6. That's for the cotton program. And as you can see here, it does increase the wash time a lot. On some of these programs, if you were to select a program, for example, if you were to select program 1, so if you think, right, I've got a cotton program that I want to wash, if you put a full load in, then all that will happen, I suppose, a couple of things. First of all, it will either not wash properly, the washing performance won't be as good if you wash it in that sort of time. But what it will also do is it will actually increase the wash time, so it won't complete the wash in 1 hour and 40 minutes, it will take a lot longer than that. So just have a look first of all, have a read through the instructions. I know for a lot of people, I suppose like me, it's very unmanly to read the instructions. I'm not normally a fan of it. I like to try and make things up as I go along, but as I say, some of these other programs you can wash the full load. Just a couple of programs I did want to mention. First of all is program 9, that's the Eco 40 to 60. You'll find that this program is fairly standard on washing machines nowadays. Again, you will find that it's a long program. It's well, around 3.5 hours. But what you will find is that it will actually take in the amount of water required for the wash. So if it's not a full load in here, then the wash time will be adjusted as well. But this is a good program if you're not in a hurry and if you want something very energy efficient, then that's really the program to choose. And what this will do is this will wash normally at around 40 degrees. You can't change the temperature on this one, although you can on all of the other programs. But what this will do is it will wash according to if you were to put clothes in that are designed to be washed between 40 and 60 degrees, but it will wash at 40. The other main program to mention is the Rapid, so that's program 11. And people always seem to be after quick washes nowadays. People are a lot more in a hurry, so to put this Rapid program on here is a really good option. There are different options that you've got, so you can change the spin speed and the temperature on this. A couple of other programs that people want are the rinse and spin, or the spin and drain, which this machine has got on here. That's really good. So if you've had something in the cupboard for a while and if you just want to give it a quick rinse through, then the rinse and spin is really good. Also, if you've hand washed something and you don't necessarily want to put it straight in the dryer or out on the line, then the spin and drain is very good as well. This option on the left hand side here, called push and go, I really like this. I suppose the idea is that it's a quick wash. It's a maximum load of up to 3.5 kilograms, so it's around half a load. So the idea is that when you put the clothes in, all you do is you just press and hold that button for 2 seconds, and that's it. It will start the program. You don't have to worry about selecting the temperature or the spin speed on here. This is just really designed as a very quick program. As it says here, it's cotton and synthetics, 30 degrees in 45 minutes. So I really like that option. As we're working our way over to the right hand side, first of all we've got the start and pause button. Clearly the start is self-explanatory. With the pause, I think some people will wonder why you've got the pause on here. What you can find is if you've put your washing in and then you realise you've got a sock on the floor that you want to put in the wash, then what you can do, as long as the water level hasn't got too high, then you should be able to pause the machine. So pause the program. Normally after a moment the door will unlock, pop the sock in and then press start again. As we go to the display here, so first of all you've got the temperature selector. If I just put it on program 10 just to show you this. So what you've got, so you've got the temperature selector, and on what you'll find is for each program this will vary depending on the temperature. I've just selected white because this allows a lot of flexibility for the temperature and the spin speed. So as you can see here, it goes from 90, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20 and then off. So when it says off, that means that it will wash in the temperature of the water that is arriving into the machine. The next one is the spin speed. So clearly the maximum spin speed on this machine is 1400. So it can go down to 1300, 1200, 1000, 800, 600, 400 and then off. So it's a good range of spin speeds. The next option below that is the time delay option. What this will do is this will delay the start of the machine. So if you've got things like economy 7 where you get cheap electricity during the night, then what you'll find is that you can delay the start of the program. So at the moment that's delayed for 24 hours, and then after the 24 hours then it goes to off, so it just goes back to the standard timing of the program. On the right hand side here there are a couple of options as well. This is a stain button, stain removal option. So if you've got, say, a certain stain within the clothes, then what you can do is you can press this button, and there are 3 different options depending on the stain, and what it will do is it will increase the wash time, but the whole idea of this option is that it will enhance the wash to try and help remove the stain. So the first one on here, it's like a little pizza slice, so that's really for food stains. And it could be things like food or beverages, so if you've got, say, a coffee stain or ketchup stain, then that can really help with that. And as you see, it has increased the time from 1 hour 50 up to 3 hours. The next option on here, that's got a little spanner there. That's really designed for, I suppose, workwear. So if you've got grease or ink stains on your shirt, then that's a good option to select. And again, it's increased it to 3 hours 25. And the next option on here is the outdoor wear. So if you've got, say, mud or grass stains on your trousers, then that could be a good option to select. And I know that, you know, some of the times here are quite long programs, but you could find, you know, if you've got, say, a stain on your shirt, so if you've got an ink stain on your shirt, your favourite shirt, then, you know, by using one of these programs that could help to get it out for you. As you go to the next option, this is the child lock option. So if you press and hold this, then that little light will light up next to the key, and the main advantage of this is it stops little fingers coming along and changing the programs, or well, it can't stop them turning the dial, but what it will do is it will stop them changing the program from when you've started it. And then to release the child lock, all you do is you just press and hold that for a couple of seconds, and then it will turn off. The button at the bottom here is really for program 11, so I've just changed it around here on the dial. And what you'll find is if you press the button, then you've got different options here. So it's 60 degrees at 60 minutes or 20 degrees at 20 minutes. So, and you'll find that for each wash, then the load size is different as well. So that's really what that button does at the bottom there. Now the door itself is nice and easy to open. You've just got the moulding of the door to open it, so there's no door catch or anything. What I am pleased to say is that Indesit are still using metal hinges and door catches. I know it's something simple, and I suppose for a lot of people you're thinking, well, that should be normal, but on a lot of budget machines now, some manufacturers are reverting to plastic or nylon hinges and door catches, so I'm really pleased to see that they've stuck with metal ones, because clearly they will be a lot stronger. As far as the door itself, the door porthole, you're looking around 28 centimeters or around 11 inches wide. So it's not the biggest on the market, but I'm pleased to see that they've kept it to a fair size, which just makes it easier to get the clothes in and out of. Also at the bottom here, I won't take it off at the moment, but you have got, behind this flap, you have got access on the right hand side to the water filter or the pump itself. So if you do get any coins that fall out of your trousers, then that's normally where they would end up. To take this off, you just normally get a screwdriver, wedge it in here, and then lift it up, and then the flap itself will come off. But just be really careful, because you can quite easily damage the paint on here. I'll just show you the energy label on this machine. So it's an E energy rating, and it's consumed 78 kilowatt hours per 100 cycles. Also, it's just proving it is a 7 kilogram load, and the well, the maximum wash time is 3 hours 25 for the Eco 40 to 60. That's how they tend to measure them now. Also 44 litres of water. Water consumption isn't something I've really mentioned, but what you will find is as you go across the different programs, the water consumption varies a huge amount. So as I say, just when you get in the machine, just have a quick read. So go and have a sit down, get a cup of tea or coffee, have a read through the instructions, because what you'll find is there are certain programs that could be a lot more energy efficient. And at the bottom here, it's showing that it's a B rating for the spinning and 79 decibels for the spinning as well for when it's in operation. So overall, for the price range this is aimed at, the ratings on here are actually really good. So I'll just quickly show you around the back of the machine. First of all, you've got the water inlet. So you do get a new hose with the machine, which is normally recommended to put on. So you've got the inlet at the top right, waste is at the bottom left, and then the mains is at the top left as well. You do have the 4 transit bolts in here, so if you're installing the machine yourself, then make sure you take these out. It is imperative to take them out. If you don't, then it could damage the machine, and that won't be covered under the warranty that Indesit offer. If you're thinking about buying one of these machines, or one of the other load size machines, or one of the other colours, then I have provided a couple of links below to show you where to get them at competitive prices. I hope you enjoyed this quick video on the Indesit BWE71452 washing machine. Please give us a thumbs up on a YouTube video, click subscribe, leave any comments below. I'd always ask for comments, whether it's good or bad, about the video. If I've missed something, so there might be a feature or something you're watching this video for that you wanted me to cover. If I've not covered it, then just pop it in the comments and I'll get back to you. Also, if you have got one of these machines or one of the similar models to this, then let me know what you think about it, because I do always appreciate the feedback. Thanks for watching.